Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopikakante Radhakante Namoste Bhakta Kanchan Gourangi Radhe Vrindaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaivattamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudire. Bolo Shri Radhe Golokananda Bhagwan ki Jai. Srimad Bhagavatam ki
Jai.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, everybody. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Rina ji. Hare Krishna, Prem sir.
Hare Krishna, Virendra bhai.
Hare Krishna, Shawan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
So we'll get started. कल हम लोग we started reading 15th अध्याय of 8th स्कंद. Yeah? और इसके पहले वाले अध्याय में हम देख रहे थे कि और उसके पहले भी लाइक किस तरह से 14 manus have been already declared for this day of Lord Brahma इस कल्प में. And then we also saw in the last अध्याय कैसे how like manus and devtas, everyone is given the duty and they are empowered for those duties by none other than Supreme Personality of Godhead, right? Lord Shri Krishna. So and then this adhyay, what we are reading is after all that Samudra Manthan and the fight between Devata and demons, and Devata won, right? Indra Devi is ruling the Indra Nagari, right? The place of heaven. And then we see how Bali Maharaj was, Bali Maharaj को वापस जीवित किया गया. If you remember, किसने किया बलि महाराज को वापस?
Sukracharya.
Shukracharya, right? So Shukracharya is the guru of demons, right? And is the descendant of Bhrigu Rishi. And then they gave a lot of power to Bali Maharaj. They did yajna for Bali Maharaj, and then Bali Maharaj became so powerful that he has come to attack Devatas again, right? To take over the Indrapuri. So that's where, and that's what we are reading right now. So when Bali Maharaj is almost there, Sukdev Goswami is describing the place, right? How beautiful that place is, how beautiful the King Indra's city is. That's what we are reading yesterday, that King Indra's city was full of pleasing orchards and gardens, such as Nandan Garden. Because of the weight of the flowers, leaves and fruit, the branches of the eternally existing trees were bending down. The gardens were visited by pairs of chirping birds and singing bees. The entire atmosphere was celestial, is what Sukdev Goswami ji is describing that place. So we'll start with Shlok 13, Anil ji.
Hansa Sarasa Chakrava Karana Danda Bakula Kulaha Nalinyo Yatra Kridanti Pramadaha Surasevitaha. Beautiful women protected by the demigods sported in the gardens, which had lotus ponds full of swans, cranes, chakravaka, bucks, and ducks. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji. Akash Gandagya Devya Vritam parikbhutya prakarena grivarein satat lenonannetain. The city was surrounded by trenches full of Ganges water, known as Akash Ganga, and by a high wall which was the color of fire. Upon this wall were parapets for fighting. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Ajay?
रुक्म पट्ट कपाटेश्वर द्वारे स्फटिक गोपुरे जुष्टाम विभक्त प्रपथाम विश्वकर्म विनिर्मिताम. The doors were made of solid gold plates, and the gates were of excellent marble. They were linked by various public routes. The entire city had been constructed by Vishwakarma. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Vishwakarma. So Vishwakarma created the whole place. Rinaji?
सभा चत्वररथ्याढ्यां विमानैरन्यबुधैर्युतां शृङ्गाट कैर्मणिमयैर्वज्र विद्रुम वेदिभिः. The city was full of courtyards, wide roads, assembly houses, and not less than 100 million airplanes. The crossroads were made of pearl, and there were sitting places made of diamond and coral. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Spencer?
Yatra nitva vayo rupa shyama virajvasasa bhradyante rup vanayo hei chirbhivarayaha. Everlastingly beautiful and youthful women who were dressed with clean garments glittered in the city like fires with flames. They all possessed the quality of Shyama. Hare Krishna.
Suraistrikesha vibrastam navasogandikas yatra modamupadaya marge avati maruteh. The breezes blowing in the streets of the city bore the fragrance of the flowers falling from the hair of the women of the demigods. Anil?
Hem Jalaksh Nirgacha Dadomen Na Guru Kanthina Pandurena Pratichan Marge Yanti Surapriyaha. Apsaras passed on the streets, which were covered with the white, fragrant smoke of aguru incense emanating from windows with golden filigree. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Shanto.
Mukta Viten Narmani Hem Ketubhi Narnapata Ka Valbhi Ravritam Shikhandi Parvat Bhridanaditam Vaimanik Strikalgi Tamadalam. The city was shaded by canopies decorated with pearls, and the domes of the palaces had flags of pearl and gold. The city always resounded with the vibrations of peacocks, pigeons, and bees, and above the city flew aeroplanes full of beautiful women who constantly chanted auspicious songs that were very pleasing to the ear. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Ajay?
You asking me, Bhaiya?
ठीक है रीना जी पढ़ दीजिए.
Okay. Mridanga Shankha Nak Dundubhisvane Satala Veena Murjaist Venubhi. नृत्य सवाद्य रूपदेव गीतैक मनोरमा swapna bhaya jit prabham. The city was filled with the sounds of mridangas, conch shells, kettle drums, flutes, and well-tuned stringed instruments all played in concert. There was constant dancing and the Gandharvas sang. The combined beauty of Indrapuri defeated beauty personified. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. See how beauty of Indrapuri is described. Ajay? Can you read?
Yana Brajanya Dharmishtaha Khala Bhut Druha Shataha Maninaha Kamino Lubdha Ibhirhina Brajanti Yat. No one who was sinful, envious, violence toward other living entities, cunning, falsely proud, lusty, or greedy could enter that city. The people who lived there were all devoid of these faults. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So what is being mentioned here is, so people, yeah, sinful, violent, yeah, say Kamino, Lubdha, Birhina, they are Rajanti, like they were not allowed to get the visa for that place, shouldn't have those qualities or none qualities. Right? Prem sir?
Tam devdhani sa varuthni pati barhi samantad rurudhe utnaya acharya tatram jalam mahaswanam dambhyo dabhyo mo prajujan janma bhay midroishtam. Bali Mahārāja, who was the commander of numberless soldiers, gathered his soldiers outside the adobe of King Indra and attacked it from all directions. He sounded the conch shell given him by his spiritual master Sukracharya, thus creating a fearful situation for the women protected by Indra. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Madhavastam bhiprete bale param mudhyamam sarvadev gano peto guru metadu achehe. Seeing Bali Maharaj's indefatigable endeavor and understanding his motive, King Indra, along with the other demigods, approached his spiritual master Brihspati and spoke as follows. Yeah, so Sarvadev Gano Peto, they went to the Guru Brihspati Maharaj. Yeah, Anilji?
Bhagavanu Damo Bhuyan Balernaha Purva Vairinaha Avishyamimam Manye Kenasi Tej Sorjita. My Lord, our old enemy Bali Maharaj now has new enthusiasm, and he has obtained such astonishing power that we think that perhaps we cannot resist his prowess. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Who is saying this? Who is saying this right now?
Indra Maharaj.
Indradev, yeah. Indradev went to Guru Brihspati ji, and Indradev is telling Brihspati ji that Bali Maharaj has a new enthusiasm. We cannot do anything. Yeah. Ajay?
Nainam Kaschit Kuto Bapi Prativyodumadhishwaraha Pibinib Mukhe Naidam Lih Jivra Disho Dasha Dhaniv Disho Drigbhi Samvatagni Rivyo Tathit Taha. No one anywhere can counteract with military arrangements of Balis. It now appears that Bali is trying to drink up the entire universe with his mouth, lick up the 10 directions with his tongue, and raise fire in every direction with his eyes. Indeed, he has arisen like the annihilating fire known as Samvartaka. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Shan Prabhu.
Prihi karne me tasya durghashat vasya madripo oja saho balam tejo yat etas mudma. Kindly inform me, what is the cause for Bali Mahāraja's strength, endeavor, influence, and victory? How has he become so enthusiastic? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, so Karan, Indra Devi is asking Brahspati Maharaj. Yeah, Rinaji.
Shri Guru Vacha Janami Maghavanchatrorunaterasya Karanam Shisyayopavritam Tejo Bhrigubhir Brahmavadibhi. Brihaspati, the spiritual master of the demigods, said, O Indra, I know the cause for your enemies becoming so powerful. The Brahman descendants of Bhrigu Muni, being pleased by Bali Mahārāja, their disciple, endowed him with such extraordinary power. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Prem.
Ojaswin Balim Jetu na Samartho sti Kanchana Bhav Vidho Bhav Vapi Vajri Yitveshwaram Harim Vijeshyati na Kopayanam Brahmatej Samedatam Nashishakta Puram Sthatu Krita Tasya Yatha Jana. Neither you nor your men can conquer the most powerful Bali. Indeed, no one but the Supreme Personality of Godhead can conquer him. For he is now equipped with the supreme spiritual power, Brahma Tejas. As no one can stand before Yamraj, no one can now stand before Bali Mahārāja. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. And who is saying this? No? Brahspati Maharaj is saying to Indra Devi, right? That no one can conquer Bali. Tasmanila Prittasrijya Yuyam Sarve Trivishtapam Yata Kalam Pratikshanto Yatah Shatro Viparyaya. Therefore, waiting until the situation of your enemies is reversed, you should all leave this heavenly planet and go elsewhere where you will not be seen. Yeah. So you see, Brahspati Maharaj is advising all the devatas, like you go somewhere where so that you are not seen, because you cannot conquer Bali Mahārāja at this point, and Yata Kalam Pratikshantu. Yeah. You have to wait for your time. Right? So even devatas at that point, right, says you have to wait for your time when the situation of your enemies is reversed, and then they can probably come back. Anilji.
Yesh viprabalotarkaha sampratyurjita vikramaha teshamevapama nena sanubandho vinnakshati. Bali Maharaj has now become extremely powerful because of the benedictions given him by the Brahmins, but when he later insults the Brahmanas, he will be vanquished along with his friends and assistants. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So the same Brahmins who has given him this power, at some point he'll be insulting them, and then what will happen is the power will be vanquished, is what Brihaspati Maharaj is telling Indradev. Right? So for now, we have to really wait for that time. Nice purport. Let's read this. Shiva Prabhu.
Yeah. Bali Maharaj and Indra were enemies. Therefore, when Brihaspati, the spiritual master of the demigods, predicted that Bali Maharaj would be vanquished when he insulted the Brahmanas by whose grace he had become so powerful. Bali Maharaj's enemies were naturally anxious to know when that opportune moment would come. To pacify King Indra, Brihaspati assured him that the time would certainly come, for Brihaspati could see that in future Bali Maharaj would defy the orders of Sukracharya in order to pacify Lord Vishnu, Vaman Deva. Of course, to advance in Krishna consciousness, one can take all risks. To please Vaman Deva, Bali Maharaj risked defying the orders of his spiritual master, Sukracharya. Because of this, he would lose all his property, yet because of devotional service to the Lord, he would get more than he expected, and in the future, in the 8th Manvantara, he would occupy the throne of Indra again.
Hare Krishna. Yeah? So you can
Hare
read,
Krishna.
you can see, because Bali Maharaj was, of course, also in the devotional service to the Lord. And we read about 8th Manvantara, right? And we read that Bali Maharaj will be the Indradev in 8th Manvantara. Yeah? So that's what is mentioned here. Ajay?
Evam sumantre tatharste gurnardhanu darshana hilya trivishtapam jammur govarna kamrupana. Sukdev Goswami continued, the demigods being thus advised by Brihaspati for their benefit immediately accepted his words. Assuming forms according to their desire, they left the heavenly kingdom and scattered without being observed by their demons. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. See, the word Kamrupina indicates that the demigods, the inhabitants of the heavenly planets, can assume any form they desire. Thus, it was not at all difficult for them to remain incognito before the eyes of the demons. Yeah. So, but they all leave the heavenly planet. Yeah. Rinaji?
देवेश्वथ नीलिनेषु बलिर्वैरोचनः पुरीं देवधानी मधिष्ठाय वशं निन्ये जगत्त्रयम्. When the demigods had disappeared, Bali Maharaj, the son of Virochan, entered the heavenly kingdom, and from there he brought the three worlds under his control. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Ninne Jagattrayam. Yeah. All three worlds he brought under his control. And you know, Bali Maharaj was son of Virochan and grandson of
Prahlad Maharaj.
Prahlad Maharaj.
Right? So Bali Maharaj was grandson of Prahlad Maharaj. Yeah.
Tam Vishwajan Jayanam Shishyam Bhragava Sishvatsala Satin Hare Medhanam Manuvat Mayajana. The Brahmana descendants of Bhrigu, being very pleased with their disciple who had conquered the entire universe, now engaged him in performing 100 Ashwamedh sacrifices. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Shatena Hai Meghana. So 100 Ashwamedh sacrifices is what Bali Maharaj was engaged in. Hare Krishna, Sachin.
Hare Krishna. Tatastha Danu Bhavena Bhuvan Trayavi Shrutam Kirti Dikshu Vitanvanah Sareja Uduradiva. When Bali Maharaj performed these sacrifices, he gained a great reputation in all directions, throughout the three worlds. Thus he shone in his position like the brilliant moon in the sky. Hare Krishna.
Bhubhuje Shriyam Shradam Dvij Devo Pallabhitam Kritkrityamivatmanam manyamano mahamana. Because of the fear of the Brahmins, the great soul Bali Mahārāja, thinking himself very satisfied, became very opulent and prosperous and began to enjoy the kingdom. Yeah. And this ends the Bhaktivedanta purpose of the 8th canto, 15th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Bali Mahārāja conquers the heavenly planets. Follow Srimad Bhagavatam ki.
Jai.
And then we'll continue reading 16th Adhyay, yeah, executing the Payovrit process of worship. So very interestingly, now we'll see what happens next, right? Anilji?
Sri Shuka Vacha Evam Putreshu Nashteshu Deva Mata Ditistada Hate Trivistadape Daityeha Paritapya Vanatha Vat. Sukadev Goswami said, O king, when Aditi's son, the demigods, had thus disappeared from heaven and the demons had occupied their places, Aditi began lamenting as if she had no protector. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, so Dev Mata Aditi, as we know, all the devatas were born from Mother Aditi and Kashyap Muni. Yeah. Shiva Prabhu?
Yeah. Ekada Kashyapastasya ashramam Bhagwan gat nirutsavam niranandam samadhervirtasharat. After many, many days, the great powerful sage Kashyap Muni arose from a trance of meditation and returned home to see the ashram of Aditi neither jubilant nor festive. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, so Kashyap Muni returning after trance of meditation. Yeah, and then he doesn't find Aditi to be jubilant when he comes back. Ajay?
Sapatni Deen Vandana Krita San Parigraha Sabhajito Bandhan Yame Damah Kuruduha. O best of the Kurus, when Kashyap Muni had been properly received and welcomed, he took his seat and then spoke as follows to his wife Aditi, who was very morose.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Reenaji?
Apya bhadram na vipranam bhadre loke adhuna gatam na dharmasya na lokasya mrityu shandanuvartina. O most gentle one, I wonder whether anything inauspicious has now taken place in regard to religious principles, the Brahmanas or the people in general who are subject to the whims of death. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. And who is saying this right now?
Kashyap Muni.
Yeah, Kashyap Muni is saying to wife Aditi. Yeah. Yeah. Prem sir?
Api va kushalam kinchit griheshu grihmetini dharmasya yarthasya kamasya yatra yogo ayoginam. O my wife, who are very much attached to the household life, if the principles of religion, economic development, and satisfaction of the senses are properly followed in a household life, one's activities are as good as those of a transcendentalist. I wonder whether there have been any discrepancies in following these principles. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So this is very important. What Kashyap Muni is saying himself, right? Of course, Aditi is Griheshu Grihemegini, right? So, but what he's saying is if the principles of religion, economic development, and satisfaction of the senses are properly followed in household life, yeah, which says here, dharmasya, arthasya, kamasya. If you are properly following in grihastha life, one's activities are as good as those of a transcendentalist. Says here, yatra yogo or yoginam. So if even being in a grihastha ashram, if one is following those principles of religion, economic development and satisfaction of the senses, dharma, artha, kama, then it's the activities are as good as a yogi, is what is being mentioned here. Yeah. Sachin?
In this verse, Aditi has been addressed by her husband Kashyap Muni as Griha Medhini, which means one who is satisfied in household life for sense gratification. Generally, those who are in household life pursue sense gratification in the field of activities performed for material results. Such Griha Medis have only one aim in life, sense gratification. Therefore, it is said, Yan Maithunadi Grahamedhi Sukham Hi Tucham. The householder's life is based on sense gratification, and therefore the happiness derived from it is very meager. Nonetheless, the Vedic process is so comprehensive that even in householder life, one can adjust his activities according to the regulative principle of dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. One's aim should be to achieve liberation, but because one cannot at once give up sense gratification, in the Shastras, there are injunctions prescribing how to follow principles of religion, economic development, and sense gratification. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Shiv Prabhu?
As explained in Srimad Bhagavatam 1.2.9, dharmasya hai apagrihasya narto rathyo pakalpet. All occupational engagements are certainly meant for ultimate liberation. They should never be performed for material gain. Those who are in household life should not think that religion is meant to improve the process of the householder's gratification. Household life is also meant for advancement in a spiritual understanding, by which one can ultimately gain liberation from the material clutches. One should remain in the household life with the aim of understanding the ultimate goal of life, Tattva Jigyasa. Then household life is as good as the life of a yogi. Kashyap Muni therefore inquired from his wife whether the principles of religion, economic development, and sense gratification were being properly followed in terms of the Shastric injunctions. As soon as one deviates from the injunctions of the Shastra, the purpose of household life is immediately lost in confusion. Hare Krishna.
Krishna. Anilji?
Api bhatishayo abhetya kutumba saktya tvaya guha da pujita yata pratyuthanen va kadachit kavachit. I wonder whether, because of being too attached to the members of your family, you failed to properly receive uninvited guests, who therefore were not welcomed and were away. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Kashyap Muni is inquiring from Aditi. Is that right? Like what's wrong? Ajay?
Yeah. Griheshu yeshvati tithyo narchita salilay rapi yadi niryanti te nunam feru raj grihopuma. Homes from which guests go away without having been received, even with an offering of a little water, are like those holes in the field, which are the homes of jackals. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Reenaji?
Apyagnayastu velayam na huta havisha sati tvatyo advignadhya bhadre proshite maye kahirchita. O chaste and auspicious woman, when I left home for other places, were you in so much anxiety that you did not offer oblations of ghee into the fire? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay.
Yat pujya kam dudhan yati lokan griha with Brahmano Agnishve Vaishno Sarvadeva no Mukham. By worshipping the fire and the Brahmanas, a householder can achieve the desired goal of residing in the higher planets. Or the sacrificial fire and the Brahmanas are to be considered the mouth of Lord Vishnu, who is the super soul of all the demigods. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, Sarva Devatmano Mukha. Now what he's saying, Vishnu, Sarva Devatmano, like he is the super soul of all demigods. Yeah. When the sacrificial fire yagna, the Mukham is of Lord Vishnu. Yeah, that's how we are giving all the ahutis. Is mentioned here, Sachin.
According to the Vedic system, a fire sacrifice is held in order to offer oblations of ghee, grains, fruits, flowers, and so on, so that the Lord Vishnu may eat and be satisfied. The Lord says in Bhagavad Gita 9.26, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yo me Bhaktya Prayachati Tad Aham Bhakti Uparhartam Ashnami Prayatat Manah. If one offers me with love and devotion a leaf, a flower, fruit, or water, I will accept it. Therefore, all these items may be offered in the sacrificial fire. And Lord Vishnu will be satisfied. Similarly, Brahman Bhojan, feeding of the Brahmanas, is also recommended. For when the Brahmanas eat sumptuous remnants of food after yajna, this is another way that Lord Vishnu himself eats. Therefore, the Vedic principles recommend that in every festival or ceremony, one offer oblations to the fire and give sumptuous food for the Brahmanas to eat. By such activities, the householder may be elevated to the heavenly planets and similar places in the higher planetary system. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, so it's talking about the Satogunas, which can be done by every householder. Right? So we are going to pause here. And, as you were listening yesterday, we have started listening to Shiv Mahima. We heard like 7 to 8 minutes yesterday. We are going to hear again 7 to 8 minutes today. And remaining 7 to 8 minutes, we are going to hear tomorrow, so that we complete the whole Shiv Mahima Stotam. Yeah. And yesterday was the Shravan Somar, final Shravan Somar. So Shivji Bhagwan's month. Let's hear the Shiv Mahima Stotam. So we'll start from where we left off yesterday.
ततो भक्ति श्रद्धा हर गुरु गुणध्यान गिरिशयत् स्वयं तस्वेदाभ्यां तव किमनुवृत्तिर्न फलति दशास्यो यद्बाहु न भृतरणकण्डो परवशान् श्रियः पद्मश्रेणी रचितचरणाम्भोरुहबले स्थिरायास्त्वद्भक्ति स्त्रिपुरहरवे स्फुर्जितमिदम् अमोष्यद्वत्सेवा समधिगतसारम् वदधिवसतौ विक्रमयत फलभ्यापातालेऽप्यरसचलिताङ्गुष्ठशिरसि प्रतिष्ठापय्यासीत् ध्रुवमुपचितो मुह्यति खल सूत्राम्णो वरद परम त्रिभुवन न तच्चित्रं तस्मिन् वरिवसितरी त्वच्चरणयोर्न कस्याप्युन्नत्यै भवति शिरसस्त्वय्यवनति अकाण्ड ब्रह्माण्ड क्षयजगित देवासुरकृपा विधेयस्यासीद्यस्त्रिनयन विषं संवृतवत सकल्माष कण्ठे तव न कुरुते न श्रियमहो विकारोऽपि श्लाघ्यो भुवनभयभङ्गौ व्यसनिनम् पार्थानैव क्वचिदपि स देवासुरनरे विवर्तन्ते नित्यं जगति जयिनो यस्य विशिखा स पश्यन्नीशत्वामितरसुरसाधारणमभूत् स्मर स्मर्तव्यात्मा न हि वशिषुपथ्यः परिभव महीपादाघातात् व्रजति सहसा संशयपदं पदं विष्णुर्भ्राम्य भुजपरिघरोगणग्रहगणं मुहूर्तौस्थ्यं यात्यनिभृतजडाताडिततटा जगद्रक्षायै त्वं नटसि ननु वामैव विभुता व्यापीतारा गणगुणितफेनोद्गमरुचि प्रवाहो वाराम्यः त्रिशतलघुदृष्टशिरसिते जगद्वीपाकारं जलधिवलयं तेन कृतमीत्यनेनैवोन्नेयं कृतमहिमदेव्यं तव वपु शतधृतिरगेन्द्रो धनुरथो रथाङ्गे चन्द्रार्कौ रथचरणपाणिशरतिथि दिदक्षोस्ते भूयं त्रिपुरतृणमाडम्बरविधिर्विधेयै क्रीडन्त्यो न खलु परतन्त्रा प्रबुधिया साहस्रं कमलबलिमाधाय पदयो यदेकोने तस्मिन् निजमुदहरन् नेत्रकमलं गतो भक्त्युद्रेक परिणतिमसौ चक्रवपुषा त्रयाणां रक्षायै त्रिपुरहर जागर्ति जगताम् पुरुषाराधनमृते ततस्त्वं सम्प्रेक्ष्य क्रतुषु फलदानप्रतिभुवं श्रुतौ श्रद्धां बद्ध्वा दृढपरिकर कर्म सुजनम् क्रतुपतिरधीशस्तनुभृतां ऋषीणामाद्वेज्यं शरणदसदस्यासुरगणं क्रतुभेषस्त्वत्त क्रतुफलविधानौ व्यसनिनो वपुषा धनुष्पाणियातं दिवमपि सपत्राकृतममुं प्रसन्तन्तेऽद्यापि यजति न मृगौ व्याधरभस धनुषमन्नाय गुणवत् पुरलुष्टं दृष्ट्वा पुरमथनपुष्पायुधमपि यदि स्त्रैणं देवो यमनिरतदेहार्धघटना दवैति त्वामद्धावत वरदमोधायुवतय स्रगपिन्दुकरोटी परिसर अमङ्गल्यं शीलं तव भवतु नामैवमखिलं तथा विस्मर्तॄणां वरद परमं मङ्गलमसि सविधमवधायात्तमरुतं प्रहृष्यद्रोमाण प्रमदसलिलात् संवितदृश यदाल्लोक्याह्लादं हृदैव निमज्जामृतमये दधन्त्यन्तस्तत्त्वं किमपि यमिनस्तत्किल भवान् सोमस्त्वमसि पवनस्त्वं भूतवः त्वमापस्त्वं व्योम त्वमुधरणिरात्मा त्वमिति च परिच्छिन्नामेवं त्वयि परिणता विप्रतुभिरं न वेद्मस्तत्तत्त्वं वयमिह त्वं न भवसि
बोलो शिव जी भगवान की जय. All right, so beautiful Shiv Stotra Mahima, and we'll continue to hear tomorrow. Again, Pujya Ramesh Bhai Ojaji's, great saintly voice. And everyone a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow at 9:30.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.